Kenny Wiley, and it's 5460. I think it's a G7.275, that one. Not sure. Aye, this is Thwaite Farm Ruthwell. Came here in 1974, it's Dairyman. You can see the buyer across there, which held the buyer across there, it's a single buyer, held 48 cows, and I can't really see the other one, but beside that bin in front of there was a buyer for 13, a total of 61 cows in 1974. Then we expanded, we built a new cubicle shed for 140 cows, but still milked the cows down at the buyer there in a makeshift parlour. Then we got this new building here. Not sure if we got this new tank at that particular time or not. This was the dairy, spent many a happy hour in here. In the parlour, when we started, it was a 7 either side. Then next year we put another unit on which made it 16/16, and a few years later we put this 20/20 in, which has been taken out this year. And we also replaced the cubicle shed, which was a wooden shed, quite a number of years ago, which had slats. The slats were taken out and the scrapers were put in, and a new shed for 160 cows that we're looking at the moment, which now rears Hercordale heifers from Cummertrees, John Forrest. So this was the calf house, and the calves were born. They came in here for a few days. We moved down below. Calving boxes at one time, only had the 3, but we later put on another shed with more cows, cubicles, and a bedded area around the corner here. So they're going to use this to run the cattle through, and the race is outside, just around the corner here. We're working with the cattle. It's all been changed since I was here. Aye.
Got me in the movie.
Oh aye, here he is. I've just forgotten your name.
Irvin.
Irvin from Rent-A-Kill. Aye, nothing's safe when he's around. From Lockerbie.
Dumfries.
Dumfries. Oh, nearly right.
Just call me James.
James.
Aye. Licence to kill.
Licence to kill, oh very good. Aye, so all these are new as well, these yokes. Bloody noisy things. So they are.
That's what
I had 140 cows over there, and with these cubicles it's around 200 cows. Also got this bedded area for calving boxes and such like. A little paddock out there for sickly cows or the bull or whoever. So this is actually in slats again, which has surprised me, but there you go. This is Hercordale cattle. They're reared here, like they're probably put to the bull, AI'd or whatever, and then they go back to Hercordale to be milked at a later date. That's the view of the farmhouse, and the grain tower. I've painted that many times. The barn just over the nettles there, and that was the bull pen there. It seems such a long time ago. The Huckerdale cattle here, some of the bigger ones, most likely being calf, I would think. They're probably been imported from Holland, I think it is. I've seen them, the lorries arriving down there. Some nice cattle anyway. All the cattle are quite happy here. Quite a few red ones as well. It's a high spec forage wagon. Massey Ferguson 390 turbo. And a Super 14 mixed mats, high spec feeder wagon. The bunkers over there for the diet feeder. Quite a big silage pit there. And two of the same. Still got some whole crop from last year. Don't know if I've got any whole crop this year or not. And, the molasses tank. It's all very peaceful now that the cows have gone. Last year the milkers were dispersed off around April time. It takes you back. Good times, bad times and different times. Big pump for we have the underground umbilical to certain points in the fields that we use. Now we can just see the house I lived in for around 34 years. This is number 1 Thwaite Cottage, Ruthwell, where I used to live. Left here around 12 years ago. It's a lovely little village. Lots of changes in the time since I've been here. This used to be Tom Dalrymple and Mary. It's all changed since then. This banking was planted by Roy Eileen Broatch when we were here quite a number of years ago. Still very tidy looking. John Watrick now lives in here, and I must admit it's better looking than what it was when I was here. I actually built this garage quite a number of years ago. So John's got it looking lovely. When we came, we only had the 2 bedrooms, and because we had 3 children, this extra bedroom was with a flat roof, and a new kitchen was put on quite a number of years ago. There's some lovely sweet peas here. So I came here in 1974. It used to be all garden here, but it's all very well looked after now by John. Keeps it really tidy. Many happy and sad times in here. Used to paint this most years. And all this has been concreted since I've been here. Anyway, going to head away home and get my tea.